December 26, 1996. 5:52 a.m. Boulder, Colorado. A 911 operator answers. 911, what's your emergency? A woman's voice. Frantic. Panicked, we have a kidnapping. Hurry, please. Okay, ma'am, calm down. Tell me what happened. There's a note left, and our daughter is gone. The woman is Patsy Ramsey. She's 40 years old. Former Miss West Virginia. Mother of two, she tells the 911 operator. She woke up at 5:30 a.m. to make coffee. Walked down the spiral staircase to the kitchen. And on the stairs, she found a ransom note, 2.5 pages. Handwritten. On paper from a notepad in their house, the note says her daughter, 6-year-old JonBenét, has been kidnapped. It demands a ransom, $118,000. The exact amount of her husband John's Christmas bonus. The note warns, if you alert bank authorities, she dies. If she dies, you will be denied her remains for proper burial. Police arrive within minutes. They search the house. A large, beautiful mansion at 755 15th Street in Boulder. 15 rooms. Multiple floors. A basement. They don't find JonBenét. For hours, police believe this is a kidnapping. They wait for the kidnappers to call. They never do. At 1 p.m., over 7 hours after the 911 call, a detective asks John Ramsey and his friend to search the house one more time. See if anything seems amiss. They start in the basement. John opens a door to a small wine cellar. A room the police had already checked earlier, but didn't thoroughly search, and there, on the floor, is his daughter, JonBenét Patricia Ramsey. 6 years old. Blonde hair. Blue eyes. A child beauty queen, she's lying on her back. Covered partially with a white blanket. Duct tape over her mouth. A cord around her neck, tied to a broken paintbrush fashioned into a garrote. Her wrists are bound. John screams. Runs to her. Rips off the duct tape. Picks her up. Carries her upstairs. I found her, he yells, but JonBenét isn't breathing. She's been dead for hours. This isn't a kidnapping, this is a murder. And 29 years later, as I'm recording this, no one has ever been charged, but in 2025, there's new hope. New DNA technology. New police leadership, and JonBenét's father, John Ramsey, believes 2025 or 2026 could finally be the year this case is solved. This is the story of JonBenét Ramsey, the 6-year-old beauty queen found murdered in her basement on Christmas morning, the ransom note that didn't make sense, the botched police investigation, and the DNA evidence that could finally reveal who killed her. This case involves the murder of a child, sexual assault, and graphic details about evidence. Viewer discretion advised. Welcome to Case Unknown. JonBenét Ramsey's case is one of the most famous unsolved murders in American history. For 29 years, her death has been a mystery, but in 2025, new technology and new police leadership have brought renewed hope. John Ramsey, now 81, met with Boulder Police Chief Stephen Redfern in January 2026. They discussed using genetic genealogy to finally identify JonBenét's killer. This is the full story. Let's begin. JonBenét Patricia Ramsey, born August 6, 1990, in Atlanta, Georgia. Her name is a combination of her father's first and middle names, John Bennett Ramsey. JonBenét's mother, Patsy, was a former beauty queen. Miss West Virginia 1977. She competed in the Miss America pageant. Beauty pageants were Patsy's world. And she brought JonBenét into that world early. By age 4, JonBenét was competing in child beauty pageants. She won titles, Little Miss Colorado, America's Royale Miss, National Tiny Miss Beauty. Photos and videos from these pageants show a little girl in elaborate costumes, full makeup, performing dance routines. Posing. Smiling for judges. To some, it was adorable. To others, it was disturbing, a child being sexualized, but to Patsy, it was normal. This was the pageant life she knew. JonBenét seemed to love performing. She was extroverted, energetic, Her father John described her as a spark of energy. The Ramsey family lived in Boulder, Colorado. John was president of Access Graphics, a computer company. They were wealthy. Their house was worth nearly $1 million. JonBenet had an older brother, Burke, who was 9 years old. By all accounts, the Ramseys were a happy family. Successful. Well-liked in their community, but on December 26, 1996, that image shattered. The Ramsey family spends the day celebrating Christmas. JonBenet gets a bike. She's excited. That evening, they attend a Christmas party at their friends Fleet and Priscilla White's house. It's a nice dinner. Festive. Lots of friends. They return home around 9:30 p.m. Patsy puts JonBenet to bed. She's wearing long underwear. John carries Burke upstairs. He's fallen asleep. The house is quiet. Everyone goes to sleep. The only people in the house that night, John, Patsy, Burke, and JonBenet. No one else. December 26, 1996. 5:30 a.m. Patsy Ramsey wakes up early. She wants to get coffee started before their early flight to Michigan. She walks down the spiral staircase toward the kitchen, and on the stairs, she sees it, 3 sheets of paper. Lined notebook paper. Laid out on the steps, she picks them up. Starts reading. Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. It's a ransom note. Patsy's heart drops. She runs upstairs to JonBenet's bedroom. The door is open. The bed is empty. JonBenet is gone. Patsy screams for John. They read the note together. It's bizarre. 2.5 pages. Handwritten, it demands $118,000, the exact amount of John's Christmas bonus from Access Graphics. It gives detailed instructions. Prepare the money in a brown paper bag. Wait for a call between 8 and 10 a.m., and it warns, if you alert bank authorities, she dies. If you try to grow a brain, she dies. If the money is in any way marked or tampered with, she dies. The note ends, victory. SBTC. No one knows what that means. At 5:52 a.m., Patsy calls 911. The 911 call, operator, 911, what's your emergency? Patsy, frantic, we have a kidnapping. Hurry, please, operator, explain to me what's going on. Patsy, there's a note left, and our daughter is gone. Operator, how old is your daughter? Patsy, she's 6 years old. She's blonde. She's gone. The operator dispatches police immediately. But here's the thing, the ransom note said, don't call the police. Patsy called anyway. 5:55 a.m. Police arrive. 3 officers arrive within minutes. They conduct a quick search of the house. No signs of forced entry. No broken windows. Doors locked. Officer Rick French goes to the basement. He checks rooms. He comes to a door secured by a wooden latch. He pauses. Looks at the door. But doesn't open it. His reasoning, he's looking for an exit route. If the door is latched from the inside, the kidnapper couldn't have used it, so he doesn't check inside. JonBenet is in that room. Already dead. But he doesn't know it. Morning, waiting for the call. The ransom note said the kidnappers would call between 8 and 10 a.m. The family waits. Friends arrive to support them. The house fills with people. The police don't secure the crime scene. They only tape off JonBenet's bedroom. Friends walk around the house. Touch surfaces. Clean the kitchen. Potentially destroying evidence. 8 a.m. passes. 9 a.m. 10 a.m. No call. John makes arrangements to withdraw $118,000 from the bank. Just in case, but the call never comes. 1 p.m. Detective Linda Arndt makes a decision. Detective Arndt has been at the house all morning. Nothing is happening. No call. No contact from kidnappers. She asks John Ramsey and his friend Fleet White to search the house one more time, see if anything seems amiss. They start in the basement. The discovery, John and Fleet go downstairs. John heads toward a small room, a wine cellar. The door has a wooden latch at the top. He unlatches it. Opens the door. Looks inside. It's dark. He flips on the light. And there she is, JonBenét, lying on the floor. A white blanket partially covering her. Duct tape over her mouth. John screams. He runs to her. Rips off the duct tape. Picks her up. She's stiff. Cold. He carries her upstairs. I found her. Detective Arndt sees him carrying the body. Her heart sinks. This isn't a kidnapping. JonBenét Ramsey has been murdered. The crime scene. Investigators examine JonBenét's body. She has a cord embedded in her neck, a garrote made from cord and a broken paintbrush, duct tape over her mouth, wrists loosely bound, a severe blow to the head, 8.5-inch skull fracture. Evidence of sexual assault. The autopsy determines cause of death. Asphyxiation by strangulation associated with craniocerebral trauma. Time of death, approximately 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., December 25th to 26th. The most bizarre piece of evidence, the ransom note. It's 2.5 pages long. 370 words. Written on a notepad from the Ramsey house. Experts analyze it. And they find it extremely strange. Why? It's too long. Real kidnappers write short notes. This is a rambling letter. It's overly detailed. It gives specific instructions about money, bags, timing, like someone watched too many movies. The amount, $118,000. That's John Ramsey's exact Christmas bonus. How would a kidnapper know that? It was written in the house. The notepad and pen were Patsy's. The killer sat in the Ramsey house and wrote this. Practice notes were found. Police found pages where someone practiced writing Mr. and Mrs. Ramsey before writing the final note, the handwriting. Experts couldn't definitively say who wrote it. But they couldn't exclude Patsy. Most damning, the note says JonBenét was kidnapped. But her body was left in the house. Why write a ransom note if you're not taking the child? Theory. Someone in the house wrote the note to stage a kidnapping. To cover up what really happened. For years, the main suspects were the Ramsey family. Police believed one of three scenarios. Theory 1, Patsy did it. JonBenét with the bed, pineapple found in her stomach suggests late-night snack. Patsy got angry, struck JonBenét in the head, realized she killed her daughter, staged the scene with the garrote and ransom note. Theory 2, Burke did it. 9-year-old Burke got into a fight with JonBenét over food, hit her with something, flashlight, parents found her, staged the scene to protect Burke. Theory 3, John did it. Some suggested sexual abuse by John. No evidence ever supported this, but here's the problem. In 2008, new DNA testing cleared the family. The DNA evidence. DNA from an unknown male was found in JonBenét's underwear, under her fingernails, on her long johns. The DNA doesn't match anyone in the Ramsey family. It doesn't match anyone in the FBI database. In 2008, District Attorney Mary Lacy publicly apologized to the Ramseys. The Ramsey family is innocent. Patsy had already died in 2006 from ovarian cancer. She never got to hear that apology. So if the family didn't do it, who did? Over the years, other suspects emerged. John Mark Carr, 2006, arrested in Thailand, confessed to killing JonBenét, said, "I loved her." DNA didn't match. He wasn't even in Colorado in 1996. Bill McReynolds played Santa at Ramsey Christmas party. His wife wrote a play about a girl murdered in a basement, cleared by DNA. Gary Oliva, known child molester, lived near Ramsey's, confessed to a friend, never charged. DNA unclear. Intruder theory, basement window was broken, small suitcase under window, could be used as step, boot print in basement didn't match family, unknown DNA suggests outsider. Why hasn't this case been solved? Because the Boulder Police Department made catastrophic mistakes, didn't secure the crime scene. Friends walked through the house. Evidence contaminated, didn't find JonBenét for 7 hours. Officer walked past the wine cellar without opening it, let John move the body. When John found JonBenét, he picked her up and carried her upstairs. Destroyed forensic evidence, focused on the family immediately. Instead of looking for outside suspects, didn't test all evidence. Many items collected from the scene were never tested for DNA. Former Boulder Police Chief Mark Beckner, who took over the case later, admitted, "We should have done a much better job of securing and controlling the crime scene. We also should have separated John and Patsy and gotten full statements from them that day." December 2024, a new police chief, Stephen Redfern, becomes Boulder's new police chief. Unlike previous chiefs, he's willing to work with the Ramsey family. In January 2026, John Ramsey, now 81, meets with Chief Redfern. They discuss using genetic genealogy, the same technology that caught the Golden State Killer in 2018. What is genetic genealogy? You take DNA from a crime scene, upload it to public genealogy databases, find distant relatives, build a family tree, narrow down to the suspect. It solved dozens of cold cases, and John Ramsey believes it can solve JonBenét's case. What John Ramsey wants tested: the garrote, cord and paintbrush used to strangle JonBenet, the suitcase under the basement window, the rope found in a bedroom. Ramseys say it wasn't theirs, the blanket covering JonBenet, duct tape, clothing. John says some of these items were sent to a lab in the 1990s, but were returned untested. Why wouldn't you test everything? John asks. What are you afraid of finding? December 23, 2025, police update. Chief Redfern releases a statement. This past year, our detectives have conducted several new interviews as well as re-interviewed individuals based on tips we've received. We have also collected new evidence and tested and retested other pieces of evidence to generate new leads. He says DNA technology is constantly evolving. It is never too late for people with knowledge of this terrible crime to come forward. John Ramsey's hope. In interviews, John says he believes 2025 to 2026 could be the year, if they will do the DNA testing and use genealogy research. I think there's better than a 50-50th chance we can identify the killer. He's hopeful. For the first time in years, the police finally have competent leadership. That's encouraging. JonBenet Patricia Ramsey was 6 years old. She was a beauty queen, a dancer, a little girl who loved performing. On Christmas night, 1996, someone entered her house. Or someone already in the house. We still don't know. That person wrote a bizarre ransom note, bludgeoned JonBenet, strangled her with a garrote, and left her body in the basement. For 29 years, this case has haunted America. Patsy Ramsey died in 2006 without knowing who killed her daughter. John Ramsey is 81 now. He spent nearly 3 decades fighting to clear his family's name and find JonBenét's killer, and in 2025, there's new hope, new DNA technology, new police leadership, new evidence being tested. John Ramsey believes the killer's DNA is on that garrote, on that suitcase, on items that were never properly tested, and he believes genetic genealogy can finally identify who it belongs to. I won't stop until we've tried everything, John says. Maybe 2026 will finally be the year. Maybe JonBenet will finally get justice. The JonBenet Ramsey case remains open. Active. Boulder police say it's a top priority. If you have any information, call Boulder Police at 303-441-1974. This is case unknown, 29 years. No answers. But maybe, just maybe, 2026 will be different.